How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? I'm excited to chat with y'all today. I am very excited to chat with y'all today. Let me fix this. Yep. I am very excited to chat with y'all today. How are y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling? Man, What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Check the live over here too. Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling today, man? All right. Watching David Goggins. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Here we go. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the video. Wherever you are watching this at, I want to come to you today and I want to bring you some wisdom. I want to bring you some game. I want to bring you whatever it is that you feel like that you need when you come to these lives. Now, what I want you to understand, number one, is everything happens for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence. And today, I was able to actually have a moment of truth. It's like, you ever have those moments where things just start to make sense? You ever have those moments where it feel like, oh shit, that's why I was going through this. That's why. Let me tell you something. I don't care what it is that you're going through. Everything is here to help you evolve. I don't care if you broke. I don't care if you're injured. I don't care if you're single. I don't care, whatever the case may be. Whatever it is that you're going through, it is happening so you can evolve in life. Period. Now, what I want you to understand is that it's at times when you feel like you at your lowest that you finally start to have realizations or a spiritual awakening. And the reason why is because you don't learn when you at the top. You learn when you're at the bottom. You learn when you fall on your ass. You learn when you're going through troubles. You learn when you're struggling. That's when you learn. You get what I'm saying? I love the mystery school, feeling amazing, waiting to catch my sport bet and bet. GG33 Sticks Mystery School. Right? So what I realized today, I was driving, and the thing that came to my mind was, man, I need to start having more gratitude for my life. I need to start having more gratitude for the things that are happening in my life. And the reason why I say this is because sometimes we get so caught up in the chasing game. Sometimes we get so caught up in what we don't have. I don't have this. I don't have this. I don't have this. Baby, you're never going to have it if that's all you focus on. You got to start taking the time. If you really want to change the way that you think, if you really want to change the life that you're living, you are going to have to start looking at your life in the eyes of gratitude. And you may be like, but how can I be grateful? My life is shit. My life is this. My life is that. Let me give you an example. I was listening to this guy on YouTube, and he said he learned how to be happy in prison. You see, if you can be happy with nothing, you're going to gain everything. I need you to write down this quote right now. Needing nothing attracts everything. Needing nothing attracts everything. You have lack because all you do is remind yourself of what you don't have, and that's why lack manifests in your life. What you need to do is start asking yourself, what does that version of me look like that I'm trying to tap into? The beast. What does this version look like? Because that's what I need to tap into. That's who I need to be. And you got to start working backwards from that version of you. Some of y'all, all you think about is what's wrong, what's negative, what's this, what's not working for me. As long as you're constantly thinking about that, babe, let me tell you something. You're never going to have a good life. And I realized that I had got caught in that habit. Something that makes you do that too is comparing yourself to other people. When you compare yourself to other people, you're never going to have enough. Are you hearing what I'm saying? When you are comparing yourself to people, you're never going to have enough because there's always someone with more. But let me tell you something. There's always someone with less than you. You comparing yourself to this person while this person comparing themselves to you. And they feel like they don't have. And they looking at you like, boy, I wish I could live like this person. I wish I could have what this person have. Thank you, Emithio, for the sword. So I had to take a step back and really ask myself, like, damn, I've been really ungrateful. Some of y'all are healthy. Do you know how many people are wealthy? What's going on with my mic? See, this shit always happen. That shit always happen. How the mic sound? Mic sound better? We clear? We clear? Every time I start getting in this shit start tweaking. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Brianna? Happy 28th day. That's another thing I want to tell you. Today is a 28th day. So today is about wealth. We're going to do a couple of readings at the end of the live. But the first thing that I got to get this, I got to get this message out. I really got to get this message out. Start practicing gratitude. Do you know how much your life will change just by you practicing gratitude? Do you know that? Some of y'all, all you think about is what you don't have. I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. And you're not realizing that by you constantly talking about what you don't have, that's exactly what you manifesting. I asked myself today, I said, Ori, what was it that you was doing when you were the most successful or when you started to have success? And you know what I was doing? I was overly focused on what I was thinking about. Some of y'all, you're not thinking about what you have. You're not thinking about the fact that you woke up today. And of course, it sounds cheesy, it sounds corny, but to be very honest, that's the key to manifesting. Because gratitude puts you in the state of receiving. And when you are in the state of receiving, your body is thinking that you're receiving blessings. And your body cannot tell the difference between reality and what's not real. So the more that you remind yourself that you're receiving, the more you're going to receive. So you may say, well, what is the key to changing my life? The key to changing your life is to be overly focused on the great things that you have in life and give no energy to the things that you feel like you lack. Because the reason why you lack is truly an illusion. You lack because at some point in your life, you believe that you lack. You started entertaining the ideas of lack. So lack started entertaining you. If you want to change your life, you need to become overly focused and overly conscious on every single thought that you think. Every single thought that you think should not pass your eyesight. It should not pass your consciousness. You should be aware of every single thing that you think. And the way that you build that up is through meditation. If you ever wanted to know what's the point of meditation, thank you, Humble, for the gift. The point of meditation is for you to master your creations. Why is that? Because meditation allows you to master your emotions. That's another thing. You overreact to everything. And because you overreact to everything, everything is overreacting to you. Everything is responding to you. And when shit respond to you, you don't like it and you think, oh, that's just my luck. No, that's just your word. That's just your reaction. That's just how you act. There is nothing in your life that you didn't create. And you got to start taking full responsibility for what you created. So I'm driving and I'm realizing, baby, what made you successful was the fact that, number one, you was always journaling about what you wanted. You was always writing and manifesting. I have like 4 to 5 journals that are completed of just me journaling. And all I would do is I would use my journal as a form of visualization. When I felt my mind wanting to be creative, I would literally grab my journal and be like, people see me like this. I have this. And I would literally write out what I want to see in my life. That's called scripting. See, some of y'all think that this is childish. Some of y'all think that this doesn't work, but it does. It does. It really does. You have to start to believe. A lot of y'all, you just don't believe. You are a negative Nancy. And every negative thought that you have starts to pull evidence towards that belief system that you have. So if you believe that you are broke, guess what? Your life is going to reflect evidence to make you continue to believe that. Excuse me, but if you start to tell yourself you're abundant, you'll start to look at the same life that you've been having and realizing, damn, the things that I thought was a problem was actually a blessing. Some of y'all are, but I hate my car. My car make this noise. My car make this and this and that. You could be on a bus. You could be paying $20 to $30 every day for an Uber. One way. One way. You could be really fucked. But you're not realizing that. I have 500,000 followers and I'm over here crying about how I'm not making it. Oh my God, I didn't do this and this and that. And some people are begging, dying, scratching their head, pulling their hair out to be where I'm at right now. Some people are begging to have 700 followers. I got only 700 followers on Twitch. Some people screaming to get their first 100 followers. This guy today, he literally said, he said he was happy in prison. So when he got out of prison, he was even happier. Why? Because he had a good toothbrush. He had good toothpaste. He had a private bathroom. And I was like, damn. That shit put things into perspective for me. That shit put things into perspective for me. How could I ever receive 1 million people watching me if I'm not even grateful for 40? Ask yourself. Because the truth be told, let me tell you something. When you become more successful, it's not the big things. It's not the big things that make you happy. It be the little things that make you happy when you have a lot of money. Yes, I do still have my classes. Tina Marie, thank you for the heart. You know? So I just really had to take some time to start showing gratitude for the little things. Like, I'm grateful that I get to live off my creativity. My creativity funds my lifestyle. That's a blessing because there are some people just trying to get their side hustle to just pay one bill. And my creativity pays all my bills. I say that's a blessing. How could I ask for excess abundance if I can't even be grateful for the fact that my creativity pays for my bills? There are some people that wish that they could wake up and do what they want. And that's the thing, when you are ungrateful, God will take things away from you. So you can learn to be grateful. So learn that lesson from me. Be grateful for what you have right now. And stop thinking that life is just against you. That's not true. There are people who have half the things that you have and are seeing massive success. There are people who have half the things that you have and they're seeing massive success. So my thing is, I don't need to know how my success is going to come, as long as I feel it first. Because if I feel it, it's real. And some of y'all don't trust your feelings. Some of y'all don't know how to control your feelings. Thank you, Jalissa, for the rose. I appreciate that. So I took some time to really sit with myself and I was like, man, I'm grateful for every little thing that I have, for every big thing that I have. Because how can I expect more if I don't know how to be grateful? Just that one little rose, Jalissa, I'm so grateful for it. Tina, that heart, I'm grateful for it. Humble, that heart, I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it all. You know? And the reason why I say this is because I've had a lot of things and I've had things taken away. And when I had the things taken away, I didn't realize how much I really had. Don't wait for the thing to be taken away for you to really start appreciating it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like some of y'all, you may not be where you want to be, but you have the opportunity to be there. And that's something that another thing that y'all not appreciating. There are some people that don't have the opportunity at all. You want to be a famous athlete. You want to be a successful athlete. There are people that can't even play the sport. There are people that can't even walk. And you can walk. You have a chance. You should be thankful that you even have a chance. You get what I'm saying? And I realized that the key to having what I want in life is to be the most magnetic version of myself. And to be the most magnetic version of myself, I have to get my energy in alignment. And the way that I get my energy in alignment is by my thoughts, is by my feelings, is by my environment, is by who am I entertaining. Some of y'all are entertaining people who are holding you back. Some of you are entertaining people that's not helping you grow. They actually stopping you from growing. Thank you, True Stallion, for the gift. Thank you, Talisha, for the gift. You feel me? Pay attention to, exactly, Justin, what are you watching? What are you feeding yourself? You got to understand that you have a physical diet and a mental diet and a spiritual diet. You feel me? Hold on, y'all. The audio cool? Let me know. Is the audio good? Check, 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 check. Sorry, my bad. I keep hitting it. That's my fault. I keep hitting the mic. My bad. I keep hitting the mic. Can you hear me now? That was my fault. I hit the mic. But yeah, man. Like, I think it's the simple things that really make us successful. I go on TikTok and I hear all these people yapping like, yo, like I hear people talk about it's the ratio, it's the volume, it's the this, it's the that, it's the this, all this bullshit. And then we wonder why people are lost and they don't know how to get to their success. It's because there are people on TikTok purposely trying to make shit sound harder than it is. You feel me? Like, I got so annoyed. Like, I was watching this video. This guy was like, here's how I would take down Alex Hormozi. I would take Alex Hormozi down by being opposition, by being this, and then doing original, no AI, this and this and that, this and this. And I'm just like, yo, you so focused on the technical shit. This is what make people feel like they're not good enough. Because people are coming online trying to make it seem like your dreams are harder than it actually is. Your dreams are simple. They're simple, but it's not easy. Do you know what that means when I say something is simple, but it's not easy? When I say something is simple, but it's not easy, that means that consistency is not easy. Showing up is not easy. But you know what to do. Like some of y'all, not some of y'all, all of y'all, you know exactly what you need to do to get to where you need to go. It's not easy, but it's simple. Oh, I want to be an influencer. Okay, post every day. You got people telling you, oh, you have to study the analytic and you have to post on the 4th and post at 3:30 p.m. and post at this and post at... There are people right now that are massively successful that don't know what the fuck they talking about. There are people who are super successful that don't know shit about fucking technicality. Motherfuckers don't even know how to work their camera for real. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because this is energy. Stop thinking that, oh, all I gotta do is work hard. That's not what it is. All you gotta do is work your heart. Once you start working this hard, everything is gonna go in alignment. And the reason why I say this is because your heart will never steer you wrong when you listen to it. And the reason why I say this is because your heart can attract things. Your heart can bring you things. Your heart can attract opportunities. Because when you're moving from your heart, you are your most abundant self. When you're moving from your heart, you don't move in lack. Lack doesn't exist. When you're moving from your heart, you don't compare yourself. When you're moving from your heart, you don't compete. Some of y'all are competing. And that's why you're losing. Because you actually think that there's competition. You're a fool. Can't nobody compete with you. Because your path is your path. Nobody else has your path. Nobody else is here to do what you do. You are here to trailblaze. You are here to do things your way. And guess what? There are going to be days when it feels like shit ain't working. And guess what? You got to keep going. Because just because it looks like shit ain't working, don't mean that that's actual fact. Some of y'all think that your eyes is so truthful. Your eyes can't see shit for real. Your eyes see a point of a percentage of what's really happening. But your intuition, your gut can feel shit forming. And guess what? I feel miracles forming. I feel growth. Even though I can't exactly see it, it's not about what I see. I'm going to show up even if I'm not seeing no results. Because guess what? Consistency will trump anything. If you are consistent, eventually some shit gonna figure itself out, baby. I'm telling you. If you are consistent, I guarantee eventually you're not gonna be hidden for long. You're not. You're not. Something has to work out when you're consistent. You feel me? And that's something that I started to realize. I was like, damn, what I need to be consistent with is my state of mind. What I need to be consistent with is how I think. When I start thinking positive, I can't let motherfuckers who are not really trying to help me grow get in the way of what I'm thinking, because that's what's going to happen. When you start growing, that's when the distractions get stronger. When you start growing, that's when people want to start calling you, yo, you want to go out, yo, you want to do this, yo, you want to do that. Man, let me tell you something. Don't worry about them people. You got to stay focused. Focus is what's going to help you grow. Focus is what's going to help you grow. And honestly, I'm so grateful for the amount of people that is watching me, because I know it's only going to get bigger. You see, you need to start performing like you already where you want to be. You need to start talking like you already got 1 million people watching you. You need to prepare yourself now. And that's what I started to do. I started to put myself in the mentality. I started to stop entertaining lack. Lack comes from fear. Lack comes from a lack of belief, a lack of faith. Your faith is your fortune. The more faith that you have, the more fortunate you will be. Hello? The more faith that you have, the more fortunate you will be. And in my eyes, failure is not possible. Lack is not possible. And as long as I continue to feed that belief, that is what's going to become my reality. Your reality is based off of what you believe. Your reality is not based off of what somebody else believes unless you believe what they believe. You feel me? If you believe you are going to be successful, that is what's going to happen. A lot of times the people that are successful literally tell you, oh, I always knew. Fuck that. I don't believe. I know. And if you know you're going to be successful, why you don't move like it? If you know you're going to be successful, why don't you act like it? And the reason why you can't act like it is the reason why you're not there yet. You're afraid to embody it. You're afraid of what people going to say. You're afraid of envy. I had a talk today with somebody, and I was like, yo, I realized the thing that stopped me from putting myself out there was was a fear of being envied. But envy is a side effect of success, so make it make sense. You hear that? Some of y'all are afraid of the very things that are the side effects of your success. You afraid of people envying you when envy is a sign that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Of course they're going to envy you, babes. You have everything that they want. Remember, that goes back to your gratitude. Because when you start to be grateful, you start to realize why people envy you. You feel me? Somebody said acting aligns you. That's very true. That's very true. Y'all run up the likes on this live. That's very true. When you act like the version that you want to become, you embody it. And your body starts to believe it. Because who's to say that it's a lie? Somebody said, Hey, where you been? Haven't seen you on here. Miss ya. Oh, I'm back, baby. Just make sure you got these notifications on. Just make sure you got your notifications on. That's all I can say. So that you can always get these messages. And if you have not yet, make sure you follow me. Listen, all I'm going to do is give you facts, baby. I ain't never going to tell you a lie. I may tell you a joke, but I will never tell you a lie. Because the truth is, some of y'all are scared of your own potential. That's really the gag. Crazy thing is, when you've decided the path you want to take, the embodiment comes naturally. But you just put light on what I've been feeling. What have you been feeling? That's what I'm here to do. That's exactly what I'm here to do, to make you realize that you've been your own enemy. You've been getting in the way of yourself. That's the crazy thing about it. You've literally been getting in the way of yourself. Right? So I wanna read something to y'all. This is about transformation. This is about transformation, okay? Everything that I'm talking about right now is about transformation. And what I want you to do is I want you to screen record this. I want you to take notes because I'm gonna give you some advice. Okay? Y'all ready? I need everybody to comment below. I'm listening. I need everybody to comment below. I'm listening because I'm about to spit out some game. I need everybody to comment below. I'm listening. I'm listening. Okay, I need to make sure. Run up the lights because I'm about to give you some game. All right. So I like to call this mastering your aura. Okay. And by all means, if you enjoy what I'm teaching you, you can learn more from me. But let's get into it. All right. So I want you to understand that. Hold on. I want to get the right one. I want to get the right one. I want to get the right one. Hold on. I got a couple things. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to read it all to you. Y'all ready? All right. So this is called the alchemy of reinvention. Shedding skin and becoming untouchable. This is Professor Sticks. Everybody comment Professor Sticks. I am in Professor Sticks mode. So if you are here to learn, drop down a comment Professor Sticks. And we're about to get into it. I need you to get your notebooks out. Y'all lucky a bitch don't got no glasses right now. I need you to get your notebooks out. And I need you to be ready to learn. Are you ready? Okay, cool. The alchemy of reinvention, shedding skin, becoming untouchable. A snake does not weep for its old skin. You see, some of y'all are transitioning into this new version of your life, but you're still holding on to your old life. And as long as you are holding on to your old life, you will be stuck there. You have to learn to let go of the things that are not actually helping you grow. You're holding on to it because it's comfortable. And a lot of times it's not even that you're comfortable. A lot of times it's that when you start living your new life, your old life starts to try to get you back, like your ex. Your old life is your ex. And we all know our ex, we don't like that bitch. We don't fuck with our ex. Our ex is an ex for a reason. So your old life is your ex. And you got to cut that motherfucker off because your ex is holding you back. Okay? Now let's keep it going. A snake does not weep for its old skin. It does not mourn the shell it once inhabited, nor does it hesitate when it's time to tear itself free. It sheds. And the reason why I'm using a snake is because this is the year of the snake. In Chinese astrology, this is the year of the snake. So if you are born 2001, if you are born 1989, if you are born 1977, this is your energy right here. If you are a Scorpio, this is your energy right here. Transformation. Okay? So what you have to understand is that it sheds. It leaves behind the past self like peace. A brittle husk that started in the dust and slithers forth, sleeker, deadlier, and unburdened. That means every time that you shed your new skin, your old skin, you become better. You become more beautiful. You become stronger. You become smarter. Okay? So what you have to understand is to reinvent yourself, you must embrace this brutal process. The man who clings to the corpse of his former self is bound to rot alongside it. Let me say that one more time. Let me say that one more time. The man who clings to his corpse of his former self is bound to rot alongside it. A lot of y'all don't understand that if you don't let go of those old people, if you don't let go of that old life, it's going to take you with it. Is this making sense? If you do not let go, it is going to take you with it. And your old life is not worth it. There's places that you want to go. There's places that you want to be. It's things that you want to do, and you cannot afford to not get there. Period. Okay? So, transformation is a necessity. It is required. Every single successful person, sorry, you hear that? Every single successful person had to go through this process. Okay? Every being destined for greatness has at some point died before they could truly live. Bitch, that's poetry. Every being destined for greatness has at some point died before they could truly live. I teach transformation. Look at the worst. Look at the world's most. What's up with my mouth? I feel like I can't get the words out. Look at the world's most formidable figures. I like to use XXXTentacion, for example. X, in one of his interviews, said that Jahseh, which is his real name, which is his other self, Jahseh was too soft. Jahseh was too fragile. So he created X. X was the version of him that was willing to do what was needed to be successful. Some of y'all need to create a new version of yourself. And what I recommend doing is take your phone, take your notes, and write it down. What does this new version of you look like? This new version of me, don't play that shit. Ugh. Write that shit down. This new version of me, don't play that shit. This new version of me have boundaries. This new version of me does not entertain lack. David Goggins was weak, drowning in mediocrity, so he burnt the remnants of that man and emerged as Goggins. If you listen to David Goggins, you'll hear him always say, I had to create a new version of myself, because he understood the version of him that he was not going to take him to where he want to be. Period. Okay? They did not merely change. They committed to a ritual sacrifice of self, slaughtering the version that would never make it and constructing a new entity from the ashes. You got to take your old self and build your new self from the ashes of your old self. And here's the thing that Joe Dispenza talks about a lot. When you make a decision to be your new self, you have to make it with the emotion, because your body remembers things based off of the emotion. So that's why sometimes you have to go through something so traumatic for you to finally make a change. And the reason why is because that trauma had so much emotion in it that your body remembers that same exact moment. So what I recommend you do, if you have not yet, click the link in my bio and join Styx Mystery School. Okay? The reason why I'm telling you to join Styx Mystery School is because I have meditations in there that you can do that will cause a certain emotion to emerge from your body, and you can use that emotion. Listen, guys, we're talking about alchemy. We're talking about nervous system. You see, if you really want to create change, you have to understand what causes change. And my school was founded on the 28th. Today's the 28th. And here's what I'll do for everybody on here. I'll give you guys a coupon code. All right. And on my mystery school, all I focus on is teaching people how to transform. Teaching people how to transform through spirituality, through science. See, that's the thing. A lot of y'all, it's hard for y'all to believe in the transformation because a lot of people are just trying to get you to believe woo-woo shit. Oh, just believe, just believe. You have to tell people the science behind it. And the science behind it is, I'm going to give you the truth, baby. Your nervous system isn't prepared for the success that you want. I'm sorry that I got to get a bit aggressive, but that's the truth. You want to be this big entrepreneur. You want to be this big music artist. You want to be this big famous person, but you get stressed under every little pressure. How is that supposed to happen? You want to be the boss, but when people come to you with a problem, you start freaking out. You're not ready to be a boss. You're not ready to be a boss. Why? Because in order to make a lot of money, your emotions have to be in check. Your thoughts have to be in check. It's not good enough to just be ambitious. Your nervous system has to be prepared for that level of pressure. This is why your first $1 million, your first 6 figures is literally not even about your work. It's about your transformation. It's about who you become. I need to know, are you actually listening? Are you actually listening? So what I want you to do is, if you're serious about this, click the link in my bio and join the mystery school. It's $28. It's founded on the 28th. Today's the 28th. 28 is the number of wealth. So anything that you spend on the 28th is always going to come back to you. That's called using numerology. All right, let's continue. So people like David Goggins and XXXTentacion, they did not merely change. They committed a ritual sacrifice of self, slaughtering the version that would never make it and constructing a new entity from the ashes. There is no reinvention without destruction, baby. You gotta destroy yourself in order to build yourself. And guess what? Shit gonna look like it's going downhill before it goes uphill. That's the process. That is the process. Let me send the link to the mystery school to my people in the Twitch and to my people in the YouTube. I want to make sure that y'all can. The link is in my bio. You'll see mystery school for my people on TikTok. Let me send it to y'all so y'all can join. Because I know the people that actually take the time to watch all the videos, there's a lot of videos in there. The people that actually take the time to watch the videos are going to see a change. Period. Period. So I hope that you take it serious. I hope that you take it serious. Let's post it on YouTube too, so my people on YouTube can see it too. All right? We're going to keep going though. We're going to keep going though. All right? So what you have to understand is that this shit is not going to be easy. But the moment that you accept that, it's almost like it gets easier because you've accepted it. You're not expecting it to be easy. Why is Fix Mystery School not working? Fix Mystery School. I put the wrong link. Hold on, y'all. There we go. All right, and then on YouTube. All right, so there you go. There you go. There's no excuse for you not to join. You talk about, oh, I want to change. I'm giving you the clues and the tips and the resources that you need to change. You feel me? So let's keep going. Because I want you to get as much as you can from this, okay? There's no reinvention without destruction. So that means that it's going to feel like you're literally being destroyed. It's going to feel like you're literally being crushed. That's supposed to happen. That's how you know it's working. Okay? If you seek to influence, if you seek to command, to hold the gaze of the world in your palm, then the old you must perish. How many of y'all are ready for you to change? How many of y'all are ready to change? And this is what you have to do. You have to dissect your weaknesses like a surgeon. You have to dissect your weaknesses like a surgeon. Like a surgeon. And you have to carve them out with ruthless precision. Everything you don't like about yourself, it gotta go. And that's something that you do in your meditation. If you join my mystery school, there's a meditation that we have where you literally are going to focus on the aspects of you that you want to get rid of. Okay? So another thing you have to understand too is you can't be hesitant. You can't be timid. You can't be scared. The timid, hesitant version of yourself is no use in this world. It's $28. Only the predator thrives. Every powerful being is born in darkness. That's facts. Every powerful being is born in darkness. See, you over here thinking, damn, why I'm going through this, That's because your destiny's big, baby. Look at Michael Jackson. Look at X. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you have to suffer in life. I'm just saying that to be great, it comes with a certain experience. Okay? It's like when you're the best player on the team, the coach goes the hardest on you. All right? The caterpillar dissolves into a formless mass before it becomes the butterfly. Some of y'all are in the cocoon phase. You don't want to be bothered with nobody. You don't want to deal with nobody. You don't want to talk to nobody. And that's okay. I get it. You were never meant to remain who you were. The world does not reward stagnation. It devours it. The alter ego is not a mask. It is the raw, unfiltered version of yourself that society forced you to repress. You get what I'm saying? So what I need you to do is stop seeking approval from people. Stop seeking to be accepted. Stop it. Stop it. People are not going to accept you, especially when you're different. Is that making sense? And what you have to understand is that this world does not listen to words. It responds to energy. So you have to get your energy to a certain point for the world to start reflecting what you want. And like I said, I teach this in the mystery school. You feel me? Let me show you something. I have an app, baby. I have an app. I do not play about the shit that I teach. If my teaching is already starting to stimulate your brain, you're starting to feel those neural pathways be formed within your mind. Imagine what happens when you actually invest into it. Let me show you something. Lesson one has 22 lessons in it. And that's strictly about the mind. Strictly about the mind. 22 lessons. The first curriculum has 22 lessons in it. And it's strictly about the mind. Because guess what, baby? You can't get money. You can't get love. You can't get nothing you want without first mastering your mind. What's the app name? Styx Mystery School. But you have to go to StyxMysterySchool.com. Click the link in my bio. You have to go sign up on my website first before you can log in. You feel me? So, and let me show you something. Let me show you something. The last thing that I taught, mastering your inner matrix, mental diet. Look at this. This is what this control the nature and the direction of our inner conversations. Most of us are totally unaware of the fact that our inner conversations are the causes of the circumstances of our life. Baby, when I tell you, when I'm on that school, like it's for real, like college. But here's the thing. Here's how you're supposed to use it. You're supposed to use it as a mental gym. You have to use it as a reinforcement. So what that means is that, and you don't have to use my school, but I just understand the mind that I know how to affect it. So this is what I mean by this. When you wake up and you wake up stressed, you click on that mystery school and you play a video. That video is going to rewire you and bring you back to the frequency that helps you to create. The reason why you're not creating the way that you want to is because you have too many negative thoughts that are surfacing in your mind. So you have to overload every single negative thought. When you have one negative thought, you have to reinforce it with 10 positive thoughts. You do that long enough, the positive thoughts start to become your baseline. When it starts to become your baseline, then it starts to create your reality. The thing about it is that a lot of y'all baseline is just straight up negativity. When you wake up or when people annoy you, you're like, oh my God. Here's something. Let me tell you something. This is a sign that you're in a negative loophole. When you start to say shit like, it's always something. If it's not one thing, it's another. If you think like that, you're in a negative loophole. Some of y'all said that shit today. If you think like that, you are in a negative loophole. So this video alone, look, mental diet. Let me see if I can show you. So this video alone, I'm literally breaking down mental diet, right? And then look, if you look, right? Hold on. I know. If you look and I scroll down, I'm breaking down the vocal cords. Your vocal cords are also a womb. They create, but this is not just in the physical. This is also your mental vocal cords. What are you mentally feeding your thoughts? What are you constantly telling yourself daily? What are you constantly telling yourself daily? The key to living the life you desire, creating a mental shift. Come on, baby. I do this. Let's go back. Let's go to energy. Your aura and your spine. I break it down with your body too. Look. Of energy that is being emanated and that is being vibrated off. Does that make sense? So let's continue going. Stop chasing. That's another thing I want you to start doing. Stop chasing. I want you to write down what I'm about to say and I want you to live by it. Needing nothing attracts everything. What that means is that you don't lack for nothing. I don't want to say that you don't desire nothing, but desire is rooted in lack. Sadly. And the reason why I say this is because some of y'all desire. You guys don't desire like, I know I'm going to be successful. Some of you guys desire like, when am I going to be successful? And that desire is rooted in lack. When you constantly ask yourself, when is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? When am I going to be successful? That's how you know you're not there yet. I could literally have a conversation with you and I can instantly tell where you are mentally just by the way that you talk about things. Just by the way that you view things. Okay? And you have to learn how to be detached from things. Learn how to be in the moment. Excuse me. The more you are in the moment, the more present you are and the more magnetic you are. How do you desire to attract them? Everybody desires something. You wouldn't desire it if you embodied it. Period. You see that? You wouldn't desire it if you embodied it. You desire it because you think you don't have it. Now do you understand why needing nothing attracts everything? Because if you need nothing, it's because you already have everything. Can you get out, you cats? These cats are so aggravating sometimes, man. Let me get them out of here. So what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to click the link in my bio and join the mystery school. Join the mystery school. Join the mystery school. All right. Now, as we're getting to the end of the stream, I am going to go ahead and I am going to start doing some birthdays, all right? I'm going to start doing some birthdays, all right? So if you want a birthday reading, today is the 28th. So the readings are going to be around what year are you going to make the most money, or what year is a good year for money. And I'm also going to tell you how you make the most money based off of your birthday. Okay, so you may say, okay, well, Ori, how do I send it? Okay, what you want to do is, I'm going to send you the link. If you are on TikTok, click the link in the bio and click super chat. You're going to send $28 and you're going to put your birthday in the super chat. Okay, that is how you get your birthday reading. All right, and I'm going to tell you how you attract money the most. And please be aware, I am very accurate. I am very accurate. I am very accurate, okay? So for my people on TikTok, the link is in the bio. Click super chat, put $28 and put your birthday. All right? I'm only first come, first serve. First come, first serve, okay? And I'm only doing a few. All right? So, obviously, if you're born on the 28th, you attract money easily. If you're born on the 8th, you attract money easily. Okay? If you're born on the 28th, you attract money easily. All right? So click the link in the bio, click super chat, and put $28 and put your birthday. Somebody said, nah, I'm good. You didn't have to comment that. Everybody, you must be new. Because everybody knows how accurate I am. You must be new. So it's all good. Yeah. Yeah, I've given people some numerology readings, or I've tried to be like, hey, let me give you a numerology reading, right? And people be like, no. And then once I start, they're like, somebody said, I don't know what you're saying. Is it worth? I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, so click the link in the bio, super chat, send 28, and then put your birthday. Let me type it in, link in bio, super chat, 28, $28, put your B-day. I'll do the first birthday for free. This is the first birthday. 6/8/1988. So right now you are in a year of building things up. When your birthday comes this month coming up, you're going to be traveling more, okay? You naturally attract money, honestly. You naturally attract money. You feel me? Another thing I want to say too is 2024 was a really good year for you. Dogs are your enemy sign, so you don't do well with dogs. 2018 was your enemy year. Another thing I can say too is you're pretty feisty. And then I would say also too, growing up, you could have been a little fast, promiscuous, sexual, or you had people being sexual towards you. Somebody said, aren't you awakening? Aren't you awakened? What the fuck? What fucking kind of ego ass question is that? Aren't you awakened? Like, are you actually spiritual? Like, do you know spiritual people don't say I'm awakened? Like, that's not, like, what are you talking about? What the fuck is he talking about? Aren't you awake? How do I pay on TikTok? You did. I didn't say I'm awakened. You know what, bitch, you blocked. Fuck is you talking about? What am I arguing with you for? What am I going back and forth with you for, bitch? You don't matter. You don't matter. I just took you out my existence. Look how fast that was. Look how fast that was. How do I pay on TikTok? Click the link in the bio and click super chat. Click the link in the bio and click super chat. I just did your birthday. Oh, 6th of August. Oh, you're 6th of August. Oh, okay, that makes a difference. Okay. So, please let these people know if I'm accurate, okay? So, August 6th, you're very family oriented. You're very big on your family. You tend to sometimes be a slave or a martyr. You tend to put other people before you. You're very giving. Another thing I can say too, being born on the 6th, you have a very different perspective than most people. 6 is very into like home, love. They're very soft. They're very shy. Another thing too is being born August 6th. Like I said, you could have grown up with something dealing with your sexual energy. You're probably really pretty. You probably struggle with staying still. You're probably very indecisive. Another thing I can say too is being born 1988. You're pretty fiery. The reason why I say this is because you're born the year of the dragon. I'm just doing some calculations right now. Your life path number is, you are a 4 life path, so you're very hardworking. You don't like to do things the wrong way. Thank you for the dragon. You don't like to do things the wrong way. You really love to do things very structured, and you're hardworking. Sometimes it feels like you're working twice as hard to get half as much as everybody else. Okay. And last year was a good year for you. All right. So listen, if nobody sends anything, then I'm gonna just head out. It's all good. It's pretty late also too. So if you guys want a numerology reading, let me know. Like I told you what to do, super chat. But if not, head out. What? Tyler, why you laughing? Tyler, why you laughing? This is funny. When do you come live? I don't ever do nothing for the free ski. I'm not a free ski type of bitch. Alright, y'all. I'm about to head out. Like I said, y'all, click the link in the bio and make sure you guys sign up for the mystery school. What is going on out there? Your ass can sell water to a whale. Oh God, why you say that?